Alright, let's give this one a test. Say something.
Something.
Say something useful.
God damn it.
That's not useful. That is just counterproductive to your goal.
But this sucks.
Okay, so tell them what you're doing right now.
Are we actually recording? Like, for realsies?
Yes.
Oh. You could have told me that.
No, just tell them what you're doing right now.
I'm playing Devil Survivor on the DS, and it's... I don't think you could hear that. But it sucks. These guys don't take damage if I do more damage than 50.
Yeah, so he's dealing with some sort of bullshit enemy that if you overkill and hit them,
it does no damage, and all my people are doing 200 damage.
They're like, nah.
I'm like, come on, man.
Too hard, doesn't count.
This is stupid.
Well, why are you fighting him when you're such a high level?
Because I have... What? That one went through. What the hell?
Maybe you shouldn't grind.
But it's an RPG, dude.
Yeah, but you overgrinded. Now you're running into problems.
I know.
This is a very smart idea. I mean, if with Pokemon, if you spent like 3 weeks in the first little bush and got a level 99...
I did. Well, I didn't go that high.
And then whooped everybody's ass, like, throughout the game. Like, what's the point of the game? Why not just like, alright, you won, go back home. You're right there.
But
you don't need to prove yourself with badges.
But you do.
Yeah, so... This is actually... I think that's a pretty cool idea.
He's like, no. His mana. He can't do the thing anymore.
Ah! So it's magic?
Yeah, it uses magic and he ran out of MP. I just had to lame it out.
Has he been able to hit you, though?
Yeah, he's been able to hit me.
How badly?
Alright. He's killed one of my people, but...
Isn't that a bad thing?
It's fine. I've got 3 others.
I would really consider that a bad thing.
It's alright.
Jeez.
Okay, so anyway, besides this, let's introduce what we're doing.
Okay, so this is going to hopefully be one of many...
weekly podcasts?
Mythical Morning? No. That already exists. That's an awesome show. But, pretty much, with the way our schedule's set up, for the next month or so, we're going to just have... We've always been having Monday and Wednesdays free from like noon to 2:30.
Yep.
And it's me, Josh, and Randall, so we're probably going to end up just doing some sort of podcast during that time. This is just kind of in the morning because, there's our first story right there.
Yeah, talk about it.
Okay. So, I have an alarm set for 8. I wake up, I hit snooze. I have another alarm set for 8:30. I wake up, I listen to it because it's awesome. And I hit snooze. And then I keep sleeping. And then I wake up and it's 9 and my class is at 9:35. And I'm like, shit. So I have about 15 minutes to grab all my stuff, get changed, make my breath less stanky, put my shoes on and head out. So I do that. And I get to park and everything okay, which is kind of a surprise because the parking here really sucks. But no one seems to want to park so far back as the child daycare center. So there's always spaces here, which is where we are too. We're in Josh's car right now.
Yep.
So I did that, went off to class, speed walking, because I've been so late sometimes, but I've just never had the urge to sprint to class. I don't know if it's like a testament to my lack of will to learn, or if it's just because I know I'd rather get there and be able to like hear the teacher over my breath or whatever. But I speed walk to class. Apparently I passed Josh on the way and he sees me gunning for it.
I yelled at you. I thought you looked at me.
No, I did not. I was not paying attention to you.
Oh. Your head kind of turned in my direction.
No, I had turned to go that direction.
Oh.
You're so egotistical.
What?
So, I get to the building, I go up 3 flights of stairs, and go to my class. It's 9:34. Class starts at 9:35. I'm still good. And then the classroom is dark. There is nobody there. And on the door is posted a class canceled slip. So my class was canceled. I get kind of mad and realize, oh shit, I didn't even check my email this morning, because I usually do, for this exact reason. And I checked my email and there's actually no email. So we didn't even let anybody know that class got canceled.
How bad would it be if our next class was canceled?
If our next class was canceled, fuck it, I'm going home. I'm just going to go home. I have another class at like 5 p.m., but it's not even noon yet.
Yeah. It is just about 10:05.
Yep. But, so that's what happened this morning. Kind of still mad about it. Not really cool. If you're a professor, please send an email. I don't care if it's like 10 minutes before class, just send it. Let me refresh and check my email. Maybe he sent one out, but I really doubt it. But I changed my alarms, and they're just so cool now.
Yeah.
It's kind of nerdy, but my You Gotta Go Now alarm is Top Man's theme for Mega Man.
That's a good one.
But it's a vocal, too.
Oh, wait, is it the Megas one?
No, it's not that. It's like,
But the Megas is so good.
Email.
Is it?
What
is
email is it? No, it's Jack Threads.
What? Jack Threads?
I'm signed up for so many newsletters of places I don't even buy stuff from. But, so, my alarm is actually a vocal of Top Man's theme. I think it's a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
It's like Vocaloid. It's kind of...
Oh.
It's interesting. Here, let me find it. Isn't this such a formal podcast? We know exactly what we're doing the whole time.
Dude, we don't. Okay.
Anyway, I think it's not bad.
It's pretty good.
It's a cool way to wake up.
It
And I'm
is.
like, sure, let's go with that ringtone.
Let me put my DS away. I beat that dude.
Oh, he finally beat it. He's been playing that for like the last, half hour now?
Yeah, I play it every morning to pass the time before class.
Who plays video games to pass time?
A lot of people.
Or to succeed.
Well, because we have class at 11, but my sister has class at 9:30, and we only have one car, so I bring her here and I just park because I don't feel like going home for the 1 hour. So I just kind of park here and I go sit out there, play for an hour and a half, whatever, go to class, meet up to you.
I can't believe you play for an hour and a half every Monday, Wednesday, and you still haven't beaten that game. Yeah, you've had that for like at least half the semester.
I used to play it back at UCR.
Jesus, you really suck at that game.
I started over.
No, you still suck at that game.
But like, it every battle just takes super long.
Why?
Like a battle takes maybe like half an hour.
Why?
Because it's
Is it
turn-based.
real time?
No, it's turn-based.
So you mean that these turn-based battles probably last a minute or two,
Okay,
but you spend a half hour on it?
You know how Final Fantasy Tactics is grid-based, right? You move your character, and when you're next to them, you can attack, right? So you do that, you walk up next to them, you hit attack, and then it starts this turn-based thing, kind of like Pokemon, where it's, you go, they go. But each side has 3 people, right?
Only 3?
3 each. Well, it can be up to 3 each.
That's
right?
kind of lame. Didn't Final Fantasy Tactics have like 4 or 5?
But not in a team. These are like 4 teams of 3.
Oh,
right,
I
on your
see.
side.
Okay.
So you attack, and then so your team of 3 versus their team of 3.
So you're managing an entire war every battle?
Kinda, yeah.
That's really strange.
And so, but each person only gets 1 turn to attack. So they get 1 move to attack one of the 3.
And then they're out of battle?
And then once all people are done, it's that battle is done. So the next team's turn goes. They move, they attack, and so like it takes a while.
So is most of the game just watching AI attack your people?
No, you choose the moves that you do.
Of the enemies?
No.
Well, then you watch them for the most part.
But when they attack you, it starts a turn-based battle where you fight them too. It's still a turn-based thing. Whenever someone engages, it just starts the turn-based battle.
Okay, so that's like a tactical look of it.
Yeah.
And then once 2 people are actually fighting, it's
That's
like
the
Pokemon.
actual fight, yeah.
That's really weird.
But it's cool.
It sounds cool.
It is really cool.
But it's really weird.
But each battle takes like half an hour, so...
Maybe you just suck at it. We need to look this up on the internet.
I don't suck at it, man. I'm decent.
Your decent might suck.
Whatever, dude.
We'll have to see.
We should say that, like, you probably hear a bunch of noise because, like, we have the windows down.
Oh, yeah. We probably should have mentioned that.
It's really windy outside, and so we didn't want to do it outside, so we went in the car. We got in the car, and it was kind of warm because the sun's on my car, so we rolled down the windows. So we still have the noise.
We still have the noise. It's not as bad.
So all we avoided doing was just talking really loudly in front of a bunch of strangers.
That also, I mean, that's kind of strange. I'm waiting for a car to pull up to this empty parking spot next to us.
And just be like, what
Like,
are
hello,
they
you're a
doing?
first guest. What do you want to say?
Well, there's... Just have a guest speaker.
Yes.
Just out of nowhere.
Yeah, let's just find guest speakers later.
That's funny.
I can carry this around like a tablet and just...
We were going to have a video on it, but his laptop can't handle the processing power needed.
Oh, yeah.
so it was really.
It might be able to, but just not while it's unplugged.
Yeah, I find it funny that you brought your mic though.
Why?
I mean, it makes sense, but
it makes sense to bring a nicer quality microphone. I mean, the one on board really sucks.
What's it set to? Single?
I don't know. Single, probably. Yes.
Set on 1? Yeah.
Yeah, setting 1 specific for vocals.
Yeah, because if we set it on 3, it'd get all the wind noise.
No, the 3 would actually. It has the 10 decibel pad.
No, it's 2.
No.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and 3 is car droids.
I looked it up when I borrowed the mic.
Okay, whatever. There's 1 for vocals, 1 for louder things, and then 1 for interviews.
Yep.
For like all directions.
For like a room, yeah. Which is what I used when we did the Super Smash Brothers thing.
Yeah. How did that go, by the way? I wasn't there.
That was fun. We played it for about an hour and a half. I uploaded the video of us playing. And then we went out and just sort of walked around, got candy for a bit, and then we went to eat at Carl's.
Did anybody really suck?
Me.
Well, that's expected, but anybody
Whatever,
else?
man. The only people there were Michael Bryant, Randall, me, Raquel, and Gabe.
Was anyone good at the game? Or
Michael Bryant and Randall are like the only 2 really good ones. Like, they do all like the blocking and they do that dodge thing.
Which is awesome. I mean,
so I'm like, dude, you got the timing like down. I'm like, Jesus, you can't do that. Someone does like their smash, Mennonite smash, where it gets like everyone on screen, and they dodge it. And I'm like, how the hell did you dodge this attack that hits everyone?
That is amazing.
Yeah,
I want to see that. Is that on the video?
It's on the video.
I want to see that.
Yeah, I
will post a link to that video.
Yeah. How long are these things going to be? Because like we said, it was supposed to be during lunchtime, but
yeah.
Are we going to do another one during lunch with Randall?
We probably will. This is just kind of an intro one. It's a bit long, I'm going to admit.
Because we're kind of waiting for a good long bit. I don't know if we're going to do the whole time.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
Actually, we might run in like Good Mythical Morning and cut it off there.
Here?
Yeah, a little before.
Why?
We'll keep recording in case something else funny happens, but... You know what I mean?
No, I don't.
So the video... We're going to cut it off. The podcast is done.
Okay.
Should something funny happen later, I'll like clip that to the end of the podcast.
Oh.
Or probably on a separate thing.
So we're only going to have 10-minute podcast?
I think around there should be a good call.
You think?
Yeah, probably.
We have a lot of time. Especially during lunch, we have a lot of time.
Is it?
I mean...
We'll record multiple... Actually, no. We'll just cut them in everything. Whenever we switch topics and stuff, we can probably just cut them into bits.
So... Like, just record and then every day just have a different topic?
Yeah.
Of the same podcast?
Yeah.
Why not just have an hour podcast?
Well... I don't know. I don't know how many people listen to an hour podcast from complete strangers. I mean, if you do, that's really cool of you.
Just catch them in the first 10 minutes, hook them in, and then they can just kind of sit back. I mean, just have a download link for it. I did that on the Cult Mentality ones.
For SoundCloud?
I wouldn't do SoundCloud.
Why not?
Because there's a limit to free.
Oh.
You only upload a few hours.
Oh.
So you'd only be able to upload a few podcasts. I would just say Mediafire or something like that. Just upload the...
See, now I feel like a bootleg podcast, though.
But it's not. But it is. Is this going to be in the podcast?
It might be in the podcast.
Just leave it in the podcast.
It'll be in the podcast.
Okay. Because it's stupid. We're just discussing what we're doing with this podcast, which is sort of the, it's the main, it's the first podcast. Is it a podcast?
Is it? Did you ever take a philosophy class?
No, I didn't.
No? Okay, so philosophy class, I learned that when it comes to the quiz and tests, there is no right answer sometimes. The only right answer... Shut up. It's not going to sound stupid, trust me. There is no right answer to scenarios. You just have to identify what kind of thinking gives a specific answer. Whether it's an objectivist approach... Whether it's an altruistic approach.
But do you have to write down the answer, or is it like, just say, it's this method?
Sometimes they will add a question like that just to see what your thinking is like. Like it won't. It's almost like an extra credit question.
Extra credit?
Shut up. Extra credit. Fuck! Extra credit question that my professor would add every now and then just to give some people a point.
Yeah.
And then at the end he would just kind of like total them up and show you on screen where people's thinkings were. Like, what they thought was the right answer.
Huh.
And it was really interesting and kind of scary to see people thinking like me. And kind of and kind of strange to see people not thinking like me. I'm like, why? Why you do that?
Why do you think like that? I'm right. No.
So, one of the first things that they brought up in philosophy was, like, let's say there's like a train and the brakes are out.
Okay.
On the train are about, like, 50 people.
Everyone's dead.
If you go, and then, like, you just so happen to be right at a switch where the rail diverges.
Okay.
To the left, there's nothing.
Okay.
The track will end, and all those 50 people will crash and potentially die.
Okay.
Very likely they'll die. They're going really, really fast.
Yeah.
Other side, there so happen to be about 20 railroad workers. Now, for some odd reason, you just so happen to know that should that train run over those 20 people, it would stop. And those 50 people would be safe at the cost of those 20 people's lives. So the question comes, do you flip that switch to move it over, or do you leave the switch alone and let them die?
So do you kill 50 people or do you kill 20 workers?
Well, the thing is, what's up with this scenario is that if you don't touch the switch, you can feel like you weren't involved. So it's almost like you just let it happen, but it's not your fault, and you feel okay.
What's my job?
You just happen to be a random civilian passing by.
So I don't work for the company?
No, you do not.
Because I would say that if you switch it to the right and you save, you kill the 20 people, save the people. Screw the people anyway. You save the train. That's a lot of money.
Maybe, but the company would if you work for them, they'd likely have to fire you because of PR.
Because you killed 20 of their workers?
Yeah.
But if you killed 50 of... No, because you didn't do anything. But you were there.
It's either like, you could have stopped it, or you murderer. So, like, which one do you go with, And there is no third alternative. Okay? That's why it'll just happen. That's exactly why.
You throw a penny on the track, and then
pennies don't do
off
anything.
Rails. I know, but... I
actually put, 2 quarters on the rail track once with my dad. For some reason, he got the timing down of exactly when the train would be there. And we put 2 quarters and then stepped back for 5 minutes and it rushed by.
It just crushes them, doesn't it?
It crushed them and it looked really cool. I think I might still have them.
Yeah, they just flattened.
I feel like I defaced currency and it's a felony. But I was a child, it's fine.
I mean,
but
whatever.
So the point being that there's different mindsets of what you should do in moral and ethical situations.
Yep.
The flipping the switch is kind of a hard-headed one. It's a bit intense. It's almost like for the better of all good.
But I mean, either way, you kill a bunch of people.
Either way, they're going to die. Someone's going to die. You choose which. And some people don't like that view just because it's you shouldn't have the power to choose that.
Why not?
But then again, if you didn't, more people would die.
I'd probably hit the switch.
And that's why there's never an answer in philosophy.
Which is stupid.
Yeah. There used to be answers, but then those became their own respective fields.
Yeah.
Like alchemy.
Alchemy, which is really just chemistry.
And now it's chemistry. Back then it used to be weird.
Well, yeah, because what was it? Science is natural philosophy.
Because it didn't come down to elements back then.
Yeah.
You literally needed, a pig's foot and 7 grams
because they knew
of black powder.
They didn't know what was in it that did it, but they knew that did it. Yeah, they knew that did it.
That's crazy. That's awesome, though. That's I don't know.
It's like when they boiled fat to make soap. They didn't know why it was working,
but
it worked. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, it sounds like it shouldn't. It sounds like it would make me greasy.
It's mostly just all ammonia and all that.
Well, the soap I use right now is pine tar. It's really good.
Yeah.
If you guys haven't tried that, Old Grandpa's pine tar soap, it's really
good. I just use cheap body wash.
It smells like the forest and burning tires, and it smells manly man.
You get cheap body wash.
And he just uses Dove.
Not even, okay, now, because, I ran out of mine, so I'm using my sister's. Whatever.
Yeah, now you can afford Dove.
My sister has, this big box of body soaps, of body wash, so it's just bottles and bottles and bottles. So it's she never runs out, but I buy one at a time. When I run out, a week later, I buy the next one.
But if you buy in bulk, you save money.
If you can find them in bulk.
Yeah, just online. I got a 3-pack for $12, and each bar is like $5.
Well, I buy my stuff at the commissary on base.
Well, that's just cheating. There's
cheating.
like no markup and no tax.
Well, commissary is a little bit different. There's no tax, but they have there's still CRV and there's stuff like that. So I mean,
well, yeah, the CRV just happens.
There's CRV, but now they started a new thing. I forget what it is. So it's kind of like tax. It's a lesser tax, but there's still like a tax on it.
So now there's like half tax.
Something like that, yeah.
Tax half off.
But it's still cheaper at the commissary, and they do bulk sales.
Wait, is the commissary the food one or
commissary.
The random one?
Yeah, food one.
Oh, okay.
Now the actual store is the BX, the base exchange.
Okay. Oh, is that what it stands for?
Base exchange. They have another one that I forget what it is. It's something else X.
AX?
No.
CX? DX? EX?
RX Reserve? No,
FX?
It's the one
GX,
they have overseas.
IX? JX? AX? LX? One of these will sound familiar. LAX?
LAX? No.
MX, NX, OX, PX, QX, RX?
PX?
PX?
No,
I got it.
PX.
I'll just say I'm right and call it a day.
I know it still sounds like BX, but not the B. It has the
PX.
E. It says EX, yeah. So I think it's
CX.
No, it's not C.
So, because it's in the C, like CX.
It's not D. I think it might be P.
P? Alright.
I think.
Alright.
Don't take my word for it. I forgot. It was when I was little. But yeah, there's another one that they have overseas.
Well, that's not part of the base, though. Why'd you even bring that up?
Huh? Well, because the BX is the base exchange.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the other one that's like for temporarily set up.
What?
Because like when
what's for temporarily set up?
When someone
is that even a sentence?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I heard you.
If there's a period,
you hesitated.
There's a.
It's not a proper sentence.
As long as there is a subject and a verb, you're good.
Dog run? No, chicken run. Chicken run is just a noun.
You poked me in the forehead.
Sorry. I wanted to prove my point.
Do I hit you now or later? No.
I think chicken run is an exception.
No, I think chicken
But then
run.
you can't say chicken run run.
Chicken run. Unless their name is Chicken Run.
No, but I mean like if you're calling the entire chicken run to run. Like chicken run run.
Yeah. You could say that.
It sounds weird to go run run.
But then the subject becomes chicken run. And the verb is run. It's chicken run.
But if it's
run.
chicken run, both can become the noun.
No, because if you're calling the chicken run, right? It's a chicken run, but you're calling them. So they're the subject. The chicken run is the subject. So chicken run run could be an actual sentence. And you could do that infinitely. No, you probably couldn't. It'd be stupid, but...
Run, chicken, run, run.
Run, chicken, run. Wow, what is this?
Forrest Gump. Yeah. Did you ever watch that movie?
I did. Several times in high school.
I've actually
Especially senior year.
Really?
Because senior year, you finish early, right? You do
I
all
don't
your
know.
tests.
I was in college.
That's true, you're in college. Okay, but you finish early, so you've got like a couple weeks, maybe like 2 weeks, right? Of doing nothing. So
cool.
Every class shows movies. And most of my classes, Forrest Gump!
It's like they all borrow the same movie.
I finished them all like the same day. Like I watched it like 3 times at least.
Same day?
On the last fucking week of school, I saw it 3 times.
Anytime at the same day?
Well, it was sort of like, I watched it, went to the next class, watched it again, go to the next class, watch it again.
Chances are they just had like this pile of movies they could borrow from, and Forrest Gump was just always on top.
They actually do.
That's probably
there is,
what they
there is
did.
actually a pile. It's in the library.
I've actually only watched that movie once.
Yeah.
I every now and then I would start to see clips of it, but I've never, except for once, seen it in like one group.
For my sister's last birthday, we went to Santa Monica Pier
and watched Forrest Gump.
No. There was
That's a terrible birthday present. I'm just saying that right now.
No, she wanted seafood, right?
Uh-huh.
So we went to Santa Monica Pier, and there's a restaurant there, Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Haha.
And so everything in there is a reference to Forrest Gump.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man, name them.
What?
Name them.
Name the references?
Yes.
It's just got signs everywhere that says it, and they've got just, different memorabilia from the movie or whatever.
It'd be so cool if their entire menu was everything that Bubba mentioned.
There's
cool.
a good bit of it. I mean, yeah, but and then they ask
shrimp everything.
just for like entertainment, whatever. They start asking questions, Like, they'll be there and like, okay, quiz time. And they start asking questions about the movie, and I'm like...
And what if you get it right, who wins?
No, it's so stupid. If you win, they're like, yay, you won these paper towels to use. And they're like right next to them. Like they're on the table already.
Wow.
They're like, you get to use all the napkins you want. I'm like...
What if you're not normally supposed to? Because then you feel bad and you're only supposed to have like 2 to 3. But winning that quiz, you don't feel bad taking all of them.
It's stupid. That's
funny.
Awesome. It is.
That is a cool... What's the name of that seafood place?
It's Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump?
Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump. Why'd they say Bubba Gump?
Bubble Gum.
Not even related to shrimp.
Bubba Gum. It's on Santa Monica Pier. It's like right at the beginning of it before you even go like all the way out to the end.
Okay. Cool place to know.
It is. It's pretty cool. I like it.
I don't like seafood. But no.
I like seafood.
I had good seafood.
I won't eat mussels.
I've had good seafood once in Mexico. And like Rosarito. Or Rosarito.
Never been down to Mexico. I keep telling Raquel to take me, but she won't.
I think that's just because she doesn't want to go.
She doesn't, but
Because there's only a couple nice places.
I guess.
But I had good seafood there once. It was, first of all, I didn't want seafood. On the menu, I saw milanesa, which is like, it's like a slice of meat. Yeah. But what it is it's like dipped in egg yolk.
Okay.
And then breaded, frozen, and then like fried in a pan.
So they freeze it and then fry it when it's frozen?
They freeze it for safekeeping. You can fry it immediately
that makes sense.
if you wanted to.
Yeah. I thought the way you made it sound was like it was necessary to freeze this thing.
No. Well, I mean, I guess it would hold the bread there better.
There's a car next to us.
Finally, right? Okay.
Get him. No.
But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I saw milanesa, and I, as a kid, was very picky. I'm still picky, not as picky.
You are. No, you're still pretty picky.
Well, by your standards. By my standards, I'm less picky than I was.
My standards is I'll eat anything but squid.
I see progress. I've started eating onions.
That's true. You did start eating onions.
I still don't like pickles.
What about pickled onions?
I can't get over that it's just like a vegetable, and then they put it in something salty, and it shrivels up. Because then
it's for preserving.
But then I think back to like my fingers after a long bath as a kid, and it grosses me out so bad.
I guess.
So I saw milanesa. I'm like, well, I'll go with that. And then of course my entire family's calling me out on it. It's like, come on, you're in Mexico.
Don't they always do that?
They always do that anyway.
When I got to the Philippines, like that was like 10 years ago or something like that. But when I went there, they're just like, you have to eat all this food. I'm like, it looks weird. I don't want to eat a whole pig. They just took a pig and just skewered it and roasted it. I'm like, geez.
Just roast it whole?
Yeah. When you see the pigs with the apple in the mouth sort of thing?
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Cool.
Yeah. And I'm like, because you're cutting it, because you gotta get the meat off, but it's still in the shape of a pig, so you feel bad cutting into this thing that's already dead. But
if I was there with a child that was not mine, and they were like forced to cut it, and they were kind of whimpering, in the back I would just whisper and squeal.
No! I burned my feet back then, though.
How do you burn your feet?
Because you wear flip-flops, right?
Right.
Because it's hot or whatever. So I was wearing flip-flops.
You left them in the sun.
No. I saw this pile of, trash, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. And so I wanted to, I don't know why, I had the urge to jump on it. I don't know why.
Okay,
So I jumped on it.
Bad idea number 1.
I jumped on it, and my feet burned. Like, it was, I'm like, oh, Jesus! And I jumped off of it. And my mom's like, why did you jump on that? I'm like, because it's just there. And she's like, no, we burn our trash here. I'm like, oh, it was burning.
That's funny.
They don't have, there's no, garbage truck. They burn the trash.
That's really weird.
So, I didn't know that. I just saw a pile of stuff there, and I wanted to jump on it.
That's not good for the environment, is it?
Well, I don't think they burn, plastics and stuff. I think it's just because papers and,
Well, paper and stuff, that makes sense.
You know how, when you watch anime, they, separate the burnable trash from that?
Every now and then I do want to burn trash, like paper. I just think, it's like, why haul this outside when I can set it on fire?
Yeah, exactly. Because, burning plastic's bad, but burning paper is paper. I mean, it's wood, right?
Well, that's bad, too.
But it's not as bad.
Not as bad. It's still bad.
It's supposed to, decompose or whatever, but I think it's faster to burn it.
Well, yeah, but then it's up in the air.
Whatever, it'll come back down.
And then who knows what's going on? I don't know what's up in the air.
It's up in the air. No decisions can be made.
I'm surprised no one's made a public government joke about up in the air about global warming. You think
they probably have, but we don't know.
I don't know. Maybe they have, but it just seems like such an easy thing to do. But I don't know if anyone's done it.
The decision is up in the air.
I don't know. I don't know if anyone would risk their career over that joke, though.
I don't know. Maybe if they're about to retire.
Maybe. We need to find an old man who doesn't give a fuck.
That's funny.
Anyway, I was still talking about fish.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
they're
right.
like, come on, we're in Mexico. I'm like, fine. So I just ordered, like, something that sounds okay. I'm like, well, that has lime. It'll probably be okay. I could probably just drown it in the lime and, you know, eat it. And it was just so good. It was like red salmon.
Salmon's so good.
I've never had salmon before except for that day.
So good.
Stop making those noises. It's weird in a
good.
podcast. Stop it. So I had this red salmon. It just like melted in my mouth.
Doesn't it?
And the lime made it even more tender.
Right? Salmon is the best.
But there was only like a sliver of it, like fillet style. Yeah. I wish there was more. And then I sat there hungry. And then I never had fish again.
There is
never fished that good, at least.
I forget what it's called, but there's this kind of meat where it's really thin slices of like beef, and they don't cook it, but you just eat it like that. It's just super thin because it has to be like super fresh meat, and you cut it super thin and you just eat that. And apparently, it's just like the best thing ever. I think you put a little bit of salt on it. But...
See, now I need to find a cow and just very carefully.
Well, I don't know. You could look up how to do it and like what to look for to buy the meat.
See, but I feel like that would put me on the watch list for something.
No, because it's an actual dish. I think it's like, is it Italian maybe? Like it's a popular dish. For some reason, it's just slices of beef cut really thin, and it's just there, and you eat it.
We'll figure it out. We'll come back to that.
Yeah, I'll look that up later.
Yeah. So what else?
What else? We were talking about something. We had a good roll there. I don't know what was going on.
Food. We're hungry. That's probably it.
It's only 10:30.
I know, but we're still hungry. Are you paying for food today? We could get.
You just got money. Get us pizza.
I want to get pizza, but I bought food yesterday.
You suck.
I'll split it with you. If that helps.
Split what?
The pay.
The bill?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that helps.
Okay.
I'll do that. Yeah.
So there's this place called Bambino's over here in Moreno Valley, Paris. Moreno Beach.
No, we're in Moreno Valley right now.
I still don't like the name Moreno Valley.
I hate it too.
It sounds racist because Moreno is moreno in Spanish.
What is it?
Tan. Tan Valley. Welcome to Tan.
I didn't even realize.
So that's why I think the name of this town is weird. Welcome to Tan Valley. And of course, most people are tan.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a really racist thing, though.
How did I never knew that? I've been here
know.
like, what, 8 years, 9 years?
Surprise. And it's south of LA.
So funny.
So it's just like...
Yeah, we're just above San Diego.
No,
right?
we're not just above. It's a
Well,
long-ass distance.
San Diego's like, what, an hour away?
An hour's still quite a ways.
An hour's not that bad.
Not as bad as going to Santa Barbara, I guess.
Yeah, because that was like 4 hours.
No, it was 3 hours. It felt like 4 hours, but it was 3.
We just got a new girl in the cult. I'm segueing into that. Perfect segue, right?
Okay.
So we just got a new girl in the cult. Her name's Niki, which is... It's great because we have another girl's Vikki.
We just added Vikki and now we have Niki.
Yeah, well, we didn't just add Vikki. We've had her for a couple months.
I know, but she's the most recent ad.
Yeah, she is the most
Unless
recent
you count John being removed and back.
Well, John is a special case.
Yeah, okay, we'll avoid that
anyway,
for now.
So we got a new girl, Niki. She lives in Sacramento. That's like 6.5 hours away.
Oh, that's not...
It's on the way up to like Reno.
We're slowly making a network heading towards Vikki. Which is pretty cool.
So we can visit all the cult members going to Vikki.
I need you to find somebody in Oregon and somebody in
Washington. You find
Washington.
someone in Oregon. I don't know where they are until like I meet them. I just talk to people, and then and I add them, and then I'm like, oh, they live there. Oh, okay, that's cool.
Okay, well, work on Oregon and Washington. Just stalk the videos.
But that goes
and
up
wait for them.
that goes up onto the west coast of Canada. She's on the east coast.
Okay, and then towards Wisconsin for the delicious cheese.
Jesus,
yes. Jesus.
I hate you.
Why?
Nothing.
Okay. Wisconsin, I hear, has good cheese. I don't know if that's true, but it makes me comfortable as a fat person.
I know someone in Idaho.
Well,
That's like all the way.
that's completely different, and I already have potatoes.
So that's
If we want to go with state-known things.
I know someone in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix?
That's
No,
like
it's
down.
just hot and out of the way.
Yeah.
And most people live under that airport.
I know people in England.
That's not on the way to Canada.
Depends
Did you
on which
fail
way
geography class?
No. No.
You're struggling. You probably did.
No, I didn't. I think I got a B, maybe a C.
The C is terrible. How do you not know?
That was freshman year of high school. Whatever, dude.
Still, you should somewhat know where things are.
Why do you ever?
I admit the Midwest is still a mystery to me.
Yeah. Well, this is just coming from me. Remember, I thought Sacramento was over on the East Coast.
Really?
You don't remember us having?
I
a
vaguely
conversation?
remember
You
that.
Remember this?
But I feel like I tried to forget it to forgive your stupidity. It's back now, and I can't believe you really thought that.
It sounds like it's like on the East Coast. I don't know.
Sacramento.
Yeah, if you say it like that, I'm gonna think it's West Coast. But Sacramento, I don't know. It just sounds like somewhere like around New York.
San Francisco, Sacramento, San Diego.
Sacramento is not a San.
It's almost San.
It's not though. It's Sac.
Sac.
It's a Sac.
That's an N sideways.
What?
That's an N sideways.
What is?
C.
No,
Look
no
at
it's not.
C. Look. Tilt this.
No, it's not.
There you go.
It's like saying a C is like a U. It's not a U.
It could be.
It's not.
Sacramento.
What? And where'd the C come from? You moved the C and you added another C.
Oh,
Sacramento.
Sacramento.
There you go.
There we go.
It's so stupid.
It's not stupid.
It's so stupid.
It's not stupid.
Oh God.
It makes sense.
It doesn't.
It does make sense.
It doesn't.
It does make sense.
Please annex this
Okay,
fool.
so, no. So she's in Sacramento.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Was that the end of your story?
I forgot where I was going now.
Focus.
I can't.
Focus.
But, okay, so she's a cool girl. You can check out her channel if you want.
We'll link that too.
Yeah, she has a cool thing. She's like, she loves zombies.
Which is always awesome.
Which is cool. But, like, she's the complete opposite of Vikki.
How is she the complete opposite? Well, I know the music-wise. We were playing music.
Yeah, music-wise. Were you even in there the whole time? Like, you were just kind of there.
I was just kind of there.
You were just, like, playing the same songs you've always played, and I'm just like...
Yeah, and I just have the playlist set up and just...
Yeah, but it's the same stuff you always play.
Well, it's the only stuff I have on a playlist. Sorry. Bite me.
But yeah, so...
I think that once I told you to... I think once you said bite me and then I actually bit you and you've never said it since.
Yeah, that was back in middle school.
Shit.
You actually did that.
Yeah, I bit his shoulder.
Yeah.
I got a nice chunk out. It was...
You used to kick me all the time, too.
Well, that's because with Rogelio, we would play the kicking game. It was a really stupid game where we would kick each other's shins in an effort to beat each other to class.
What?
Like, we would race to the band room, but we would, like, kick each other on the way, hoping that one of our legs would buckle, and, like, the other person would make it.
That's such a middle school thing, though.
Of course it is. But, so we did that, but one time, the band director caught us. He was like, hey! Like, 50 feet away, and we're like, oh, shit! And we just, like, ran inside and never mentioned it again. And that's when we stopped playing the kicking game.
Good thing, too.
But we built up our shins. That was pretty cool.
So stupid.
Why?
How do you build up your... I mean, you can build up bones. I know every time they fracture and they heal, they get stronger.
Yes.
Right? So, like...
And deformed.
Well, it depends how you break them.
Yeah. But kind of deformed.
But if you just have micro fractures, your bones will get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, we got kicked pretty hard.
I don't know if that really... I mean... Yeah, I guess it did it, but...
Hitting my shin on things doesn't hurt as bad as it used to.
I mean, in middle school, you're still not completely grown yet, so I don't know.
So maybe I just have crooked legs now. I don't know.
Any progress you've done is probably, like, reversed by now.
Maybe.
What?
I'm just holding on to my beard. I'm not going to say anything.
He looks pondering. He just has his hand on his beard.
I never thought I'd do that when I had a beard because I always thought it looked ridiculous on television.
You just did that the other day.
It slowly became a habit, though, to, like, do this. I don't know why.
It's so funny.
I don't know. Maybe other bearded YouTube listeners can understand and explain to me why.
The beard. It's the power of the beard, dude.
The power of the beard, but you have to maintain the beard.
I don't. I shave.
It's No Shave November, isn't it?
So I'm still gonna shave. I don't care about that.
I know. You can make any month no shaving.
Really?
Like no shave November and don't shave December and just don't shave January and forget to shave February. You can go on and on and on.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to shave.
Mostly don't shave March.
Mostly don't shave March. Or may not shave March. What is it, June next? I'm always bad with those months.
What, with June?
Yeah, like May to like...
Yeah, I'm pretty bad with those too. Like they sort of like flip-flop around, right?
Yeah, I don't know what it is mentally.
I think it's like March and May.
I think it's just because they're not really memorable months. Nothing exciting
happens. There's no holidays. It's just...
Is it no holidays? I remember once as a kid I tried to figure out what months have no holidays.
Yeah, it's as you approach like the end of the year, there's more holidays. And then I think it's after Valentine's Day.
There's nothing.
No more.
Till April.
Well, it's April Fool's, but that's not really a holiday.
Yeah, it's not.
So...
It should be. It should
what?
just be
we want a day off just to punch people?
A day of bullshittery. It'd be wonderful.
Stupid.
You could get like all the stupid
But you couldn't do it because most people like only... Their social life is at like work or at school.
That's fine.
So having a day off means they can't prank anybody.
Okay,
they don't
fine.
See anybody.
You still have work, but that one day, there are no...
Expectations.
Yeah, no expectations. And, like, corporate policy does not apply.
That's funny.
That could work.
I don't know.
That'd be... Work. Somebody make it happen.
But the whole fun is, like, being creative so you get around the rules.
Okay, fine. Corporate policy kind of applies, but there's different rules.
But you don't get as much in trouble.
Yeah, you don't get in trouble as much. That's proper English, Josh.
Shut up with your English. I don't care.
What do you mean, shut up with my English?
I don't care.
¿Por qué?
God damn it. I can't.
¿Por qué you do this?
What? What did you just... Oh my god. I hate porque.
Why? Pourquoi?
Because, like...
Because of pourquoi?
No, but, like, in Spanish class, they're like, yeah, it's the same thing, but if the space is taken out, it means something different.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
porque is why, and porque is for what?
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Like, what and what for?
Yeah. I'm like, a space makes a difference?
Yes.
I mean,
that's one word or two words.
But you don't get that when you say things. You don't see spaces.
You hear them.
It's all like up to context.
No?
Yeah, it's... To me, at least.
Well, then you're really bad at...
I'm bad at Spanish.
You're bad at
I wouldn't have passed Spanish if it wasn't for Raquel in my class.
Why are you so bad at Spanish? You live in Southern California.
I know, it's the worst place for me. I grew up in Japan and England.
And you moved over here. You gotta deal with it. You started looking Asian, and then...
What?
You have tea sometimes, I think.
I have green tea.
Yeah, see? Why not black tea? Is black tea any good? I've been wanting to sample it. I think I ordered one off of... Oh, by the way, for some reason, Vikki's been, like...
Posting free things
that we've been getting. I finally got free survival food the other day. It's really cool.
I got 2 handbooks on, like, wires.
On wires? What?
Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. Like, it says all the different kinds of wires and the different connectors and...
There's the blue wire and the green wire and
like
the red wire.
Different thicknesses, what they're for, what they're made out of.
Okay, then.
There's a whole handbook on it. It's weird.
I need to see that handbook. I don't know if I'll ever need to know that much about wires, but should the time come...
It's in there. It's on the first...
I will feel so surprised.
In the first links that she put. But I'm just basically going for, like, sciencey things. Not so much the coffee and teas. I'm not a
I went for
person.
Those. I want to try black tea. I've never had it.
Yeah. I think me too. I'm not really into... I've never really had black tea. It's always been green tea for me.
I've had lemon tea. Lemon tea is good.
I don't know if that counts, though.
I don't know if it does. It comes in a can.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's good.
I think the closest thing I've ever had to, like, normal tea is Arizona.
I still never had that.
Arizona iced tea?
Or did I try some the other day?
You must have had that, like, all the time.
What?
Arizona's?
I'd never have it all the time.
Well, okay, but you must have had it a good bit.
No. I think I've only tried it once when you guys had, like, a giant jug or something. It wasn't bad, though.
I don't know. It's just iced tea. It's whatever.
Oh, it was lemon iced tea. Does that count?
I guess.
I don't know.
I don't think brisk counts.
It's Fuse.
Fuse! No, that doesn't count either. God, Fuse is so gross.
Fuse is... It's good cold, though. That's the thing.
I guess. I had it when it first, like, came out in Subway.
Oh.
And it tasted so bad.
Well, if it's from those, yeah, it'll taste bad. From the can and cold, though, it's pretty good.
How does it... So from the can, it tastes better than, quote-unquote, fresh?
It's not fresh, though. That's the thing.
I know, but it's there in a dispenser.
They once ran out of Dr. Pepper, and they're like, hang on, let me go refill it. And he grabbed, like, this weird...
It's a box, right?
It's a syrup cartridge thing. And he probably, like, went to the back and, like, jammed it into some sort of thing like a syringe.
Yeah, that's how it works.
It's really weird.
The fountain drinks, that's why they're so cheap, is that they mix it there on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why when you fill it and there's no syrup, you just get water.
If I buy carbonated water and then, like, that syrup from Dr. Pepper...
In theory, you could. There is that new, it's really bad, but there's a new, like, make your own soda thing. It's called SodaStream.
Oh, yeah, I had one of those before.
It doesn't work.
It works okay.
But it just tastes...
You're not supposed to use it with liquids that already have something mixed into it. You're supposed to use just carbonated water.
Yeah, and then their syrup tastes so bad, though.
I found that if you're careful, it works with Tampico, and it works... and it also works with vodka.
What?
It works with vodka. I made carbonated vodka. I was so surprised.
That's so stupid.
It was the most amazing thing.
So stupid.
It was the most amazing thing. Carbonated vodka, mix it with the Tampico. You've got orange vodka.
Stupid.
Shut up. It was a wonderful idea.
Oh, God.
You can do that, but you got to be careful. If you do it in, like, just the wrong way, it'll become volatile and explode.
Yeah. That's why you're supposed to do it in bursts.
Yeah.
But the carbonation doesn't last very long.
It doesn't. It does in their bottles.
In their bottles? I don't know. I mean, okay. I think I tried it once before, personally, but most of my knowledge just comes from Ash in this video.
I got that sampler pack. The flavors, most of them are pretty bad. There were one or two that were decent, though.
Yeah.
But once I ran out of those and went through the rest of the samples, I just started hating the product and returned it.
What we need to do is we just need to have, like, a cult house, or just... Have two houses next to each other, right? Like, you live in there with Stephanie, I'll live in the next one with Raquel.
Uh-huh. And
we'll just take out the fence in the backyard so we share a backyard. And we'll just have a station.
I'm not sure that's up to code, but okay.
Whatever. Depends where you live.
Okay.
We'll take that out so we can share a backyard. And then we'll just have, like, a little area with a fountain drink machine. So we just go out there, we refill it with boxes, and just go out there and just drink as much as we want. For cheap, because it's cheaper that way.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about going out to a store. We just go out there, fountain drink, take a cup out there.
So your idea is to buy and invest in like $1,000, $2,000 fountain drink machine.
Yeah.
And then just get carbonated water.
$2,000 isn't that bad. I mean, think about 3D printing. It's about the same.
But I'm not 3D printing soda.
But soda is great! But you can just go out there. You just spend, like, not as much money on soda then. But, it's an investment.
Well, I can get a 12-pack for like $3.
That's a lot of money.
But it's a 12-pack.
But 2 ounces you can... not 2 ounces, 2 ounces. 2 liters you can get for like $1 or $2.
Like 12 cans, though, I mean.
Yeah, but it's like less soda than getting 2 liters.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the 2 liters. See, there's an even cheaper one.
Yeah.
So imagine 2,000... So like 4,000 liters of soda for the same price as that machine.
But we'd have a fountain drink machine!
But we don't even have anything for the machine at that point.
But if we had, like, cult parties, everyone in the backyard, look, fountain drinks.
What, are we going to make them all work with Dr. Pepper only?
Well, I would,
idea.
But,
No, I don't know if a fountain machine is a good idea.
It totally is.
3D printing is really cool, though.
Maybe if we can find one, like, cheap.
Maybe we can 3D print a soda machine.
A soda machine? No, but let's find, like, a
that
restaurant
that's going
out of
the
business.
Plastics.
Find a business that's going out of business.
Or if we make the business go out of business. If we make the place go out of business somehow, we can buy the machine.
Yeah, for cheaper. Like when that arcade closed down in the mall. They were selling off their machines.
See, that arcade didn't actually have A fountain drink, though.
I'm not saying that they had fountain machines. I'm just saying, like, when a place closes down, they sell stuff cheaper. Because they want to make some money back.
I guess. It beats storage, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Man, now I want soda. I'm all thirsty from talking.
About soda. Earlier we talked about food. Now we talked about soda.
We're getting there. We're going to have our meal in like an hour or so.
We are. What time we get out? 12:30?
Yeah,
it's
around
almost
there.
11.
I'm going to let you edit this audio. It's really long.
Don't even edit it. Just render it out and there you go.
But there's weird points where we were just discussing the podcast itself.
Who
That's
cares?
Strange. I care.
We're doing it now.
The viewer probably cares.
Viewer, if you made it this far, congratulations.
Viewer of the year. You are
viewer of the year. Listener
no,
of the year.
Viewer of the year, not the year. You can't say they're viewer of the year and there's hopefully multiple people.
And multiple podcasts that are much better than this. Yeah.
Viewer of the year.
Are we gonna do this? We should do this for lunch and then you could just post that up like Friday or something. The second one at lunch.
I have tomorrow off. I could probably do it.
Just post this one today.
Okay.
Because you could do it right here, actually.
I could, if there was Wi-Fi.
There's Wi-Fi.
There's not Wi-Fi here.
The school has Wi-Fi. Okay, not this
not in the
spot.
Parking lot.
Not at this spot. But
That's
I'm
a
saying,
terrible investment.
When
for
we're
a
at school, like you could upload it.
I guess.
Though I guess you should put a picture to it. Well, it'd just be a black screen.
But then I'd have to render the video.
Huh?
But then I would render the video.
Yeah, you'd render it, but it would just be a picture, so it wouldn't take very long.
Okay. Oh, man.
What?
Oh, we never finished talking about Bambinos.
Okay, so this whole arc just for Bambinos. Okay, let's end it on Bambinos.
Okay. So Bambino's is this pizza place that we have here in the Tan Valley. Really interesting pizza. The thing is, though, that their cardboard boxes smell really strange.
They really smell.
They smell strongly of, like...
I don't even know what it is.
Recyclable cardboard. That's what I think the smell is.
I don't know. It smells weird. Like, it smells different than that to me.
You just, but whatever it is, you really smell the cardboard.
Yeah, like, it doesn't stink. But
it doesn't, but it's a very noticeable
odd.
scent.
Yeah, it's, like, odd.
So... with that smell mixed with the pizza, you get this very unique, weird odor.
But the pizza itself is delicious.
Yes, the odor makes you think maybe it's not going to be a good pizza. Maybe it'll be, like, rubbery.
You think they have anchovies?
I don't know.
I kind of want anchovies on it.
Why do you want anchovies?
I don't know. I was talking about it the other day with Randall, and we're like, yeah, we need anchovies.
The hell is with you guys? I don't like anchovies.
You could try it.
Okay, we'll get it on, like,
if they
3
have it.
pizza slices.
If they have it.
I don't know if pizza places even have anchovies anymore.
But they should. Like, why? What happened between the 90s and now?
Because it's been a joke on television since the 90s about anchovies being gross.
They're good.
But they don't appear to be.
But they're really good.
They're tiny little fishes. I don't even know if the bone's taken out.
No, they don't. But that's the thing, that small fishes have really soft bones. So
well, that's not creepy at all. Let me just eat the bones. I eat the bones.
You really do.
Oh, my God.
Okay, I'm going to go off on a tangent here again.
Oh, shit.
Just a small tangent.
Here we go.
There's this Filipino snack that's like these little tiny fishes. Like, they're the size of your finger, maybe even smaller than that, right?
Okay,
and they're
finger food.
Yeah, and they're dried and cooked. And so you eat them just like chips. You know, shove them in your mouth. And they're not like deboned. They're just cooked. But they're so small that you can just eat them like that. And they taste amazing.
But aren't you also eating their intestinal system?
You're eating everything.
That's not sanitary.
But they're tiny.
You're eating tiny shit.
Yeah, but see, the thing about...
No, you can't say you're eating tiny shit.
No. The thing about shit is that you can't eat, like, meat shit. Okay? So, like...
But fish is meat, to me.
Yeah, but they don't eat... The little fishes like that, they don't eat meat. They eat, like, the little, like, seaweed and stuff like that. Little particles of non-meat
So
things.
you're saying because they're vegetarians, it's okay to eat their shit?
Pretty much.
So...
But not cows. This doesn't work like this. It does not work like that. They
Does
have
not
different
work with
bacteria.
cows?
They have different bacteria. They're a different species.
Okay, what about humans? Like vegetarian humans?
No, because they also have different things in their stomach. It's just fish.
Just fish? Why just fish?
Because they're weird, okay? That's why, like, you can eat them...
Who discovered that you can eat fish shit? I don't.
The Asians. I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay.
So yeah. Well, let's end on fish shit.
No, we were discussing something more appetizing than fish shit and anchovies.
There's someone next to us.
Oh well. No, so
Bambinos
yes, Bambino
for lunch.
Bambino's it's a really cool place. If you so happen to somehow be a listener in the Moreno Valley, Tan Valley area,
If they're in Moreno Valley, they know of the little Bambinos.
and you probably do,
Because like it's so popular here that they made the second one, and it's a family-owned restaurant, so that's
thing
kind of
is,
weird.
I didn't know about Bambinos till a few weeks ago.
Yeah,
So there's people out there.
still don't know about it. I've
Yeah.
known about it for a long bit.
I have not. It's really good though. It smells like. The smell makes me think it's going to be like the pizzas from Chuck E. Cheese that are terrible.
I'm rolling up the windows.
But it's not. It is delicious.
Chuck E. Cheese pizza's terrible though.
It absolutely is. I forget who, but somebody made Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't know.
Someone in gaming.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Atari.
Yeah.
Was it Atari?
It was
No.
someone from Atari.
Okay.
Made
Yeah.
Chuck E.
Someone made
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
I think it was Atari.
Somebody developed Chuck E. Cheese. Did you know, guys?
Well, yeah.
Surprise.
Someone had to. We don't know the name. We forgot.
No.
We learned it. I learned it in class.
I can't wait to find out that there's a business that's been around and no one even remembers who the founder is.
Chuck E. Cheese.
We need to do that. We need to somehow develop somewhere that's popular enough to stay alive, but not popular enough for people to wonder who created it.
I guess that's true.
That'll be cool.
There's a lot of places like that. Depends on who you ask.
Okay.
We should go to class.
Yeah, so we're about at an hour mark now. We're probably going to call it for now.
And we'll be back at lunch, but you won't see that for a good while.
Yeah, so we're going to try to do these podcasts
Monday, Wednesday. During lunch.
You'll probably get them Tuesday, Thursday. We'll see how it goes,
Afterwards.
but...
You can upload them day of, because yeah, because you have that break. So while you're doing your art, just render it out, upload it.
Yeah. But, pretty cool podcast, hopefully. I know there's not really a specific topic, but
that's the good bit about it. We just talk about whatever for an hour.
Yeah. The weird thing is that we're not normally talkative people.
It is when we're together, though.
Not in public.
Like, when we're together, like, in, like, a car, like this.
That's because he followed me home in middle school on a bike.
Let's save that for a different time.
We'll save that for a different time, but that's the reason we're friends now.
I followed him home on a bike.
Stalker.